Hello humans, Master Dinnerflex here bringing you low quality content you deserve, and today we will be going over not a deck profile but a deck theory. Simple enough, well, sort of. It's more of a thing where we are trying to get this guy, Elemental Hero Sunriser. We are trying to find a build of heroes that uses this guy and uses him well. So, the real tricky part of summoning him isn't really that tricky, but it is a little strange. You need attributes of different type. You need two different attributes to fusion summon this guy. So, with that in mind, how are we going to main deck? How are we going to change the main deck to accommodate that? Because the current hero builds before we get this card, it's Stratos, and then every other hero is like dark outside of Adjusted Gold. I think he's light. So like it's Stratos and 100,000 dark monsters, and the dark elemental hero isn't actually that good with Miracle Fusion, so I don't think that's very helpful. But what I tried instead is just redoing a hero deck and starting from scratch. Now, this isn't a real deck profile, so this hasn't been optimized in any way, shape, or form. This is just an idea to get your guys' brain juices pumping, so you can actually think of something actually good to do with this card. But here's the main deck. Triple Stratos, obvious, but his attribute is wind. Triple Liquid Man, his attribute is water, and his effect to summon something back isn't actually the good part of his effect, I consider. The best part about his effect is he is a +1 mini Graceful Charity when you fuse with them, which can include fusing with them with Miracle Fusion, which is insane. And that allows you not only to get 2 draws and a discard, but it also lets you chain block. This card is insane. When you're actually fusing with him, this card is awesome. And then we got Triple Honest Neos, obvious, light. And then we got Triple Solid Soldier Earth. It's real shame that this guy needs to be normal summoned to work, and this guy needs to be normal summoned to work. Because if it wasn't like that, you could really spam out a lot of monsters. And something funny I've noticed is this is Deneb, this is Altier, this is Vega. As funny as it is, I think fundamentally the engine of Teller Knights is power crept. In all aspect, power crept by these cards, which I find very funny. And then we got Triple Shadow Mist, Dark. It's similar to, what's his name? Liquid Man, where he allows you to chain block to get an additional hero search, but it being dark. And I also don't know if I've come up with a way to incorporate Mass Change into this, but you really don't. You really just use her for a floating effect 99% of the time. Then we got Blaze Man, Fire, and he searches Polymerization. So if you actually take a quick look at this deck, this is every attribute in the game bar Divine. And it's 3 of the best of the attributes that each elemental hero has. This is obviously the best Wind one. This is obviously better than Bubble Man. This is better than Spark Man. This is better than Clay Man. This is better than 90% of the other heroes, elemental heroes. And this is better than Burcinatrix. So it kind of works out like every attribute in the game, there's one of them that's better than the rest of the other attributes. Except if we're going based on heroes, Malicious would be better than this, not elemental heroes. But it's whatever. Then we got Triple Emergency Call, 4 Rotas, effectively. A Hero Lives, insane. Foolish Burial, it's another Rota, so there's 6 ways to get heroes on board just from your spells. Reborn, because it's nuts. Miracle Fusion, because it's searchable, and it's also good to draw. So literally, if you draw 2 and search 1, you can probably play all 3 that turn. Maybe not, like, in the specific scenarios, but, like, this card's insane. And I'm going to actually show a replay, like, a demonstration of how I think, how, like, I've been testing this deck and what it's been doing. It's definitely meant to go second, but there's, like, a few things I want to test. Quiet Helicopter. We got double polymerization because it's searchable, and it's actually a starter because you're trying to summon Sunriser as your first fusion. So in order to summon him, you need to, well, summon him. And Upstart, 39 cards. Then 6 equipped spells for his old, 2 DDR because it's the best one, and all these other ones. And then triple impermanence because I couldn't think of anything else to do this. And actually, what's kind of funny is this might not even be an optimal hand trap in here because, again, like I was saying, since you're using Miracle Fusion, like sending Ash Blossom, sending Effect Veiler, sending anything not those 2 attributes might actually be pretty cool because them being monsters in the graveyard is more important than them being hand traps sometimes. So that's something to consider. And we got double Sunriser. He has 2 effects. The main one you use him for is when he's fusion summon, or special summon, but you can only fusion summon him. You add Miracle Fusion from your deck to your hand. I seen that, I was like, holy shit, that's insane. And it's really cool. This is a really cool fusion. And his other effect is, since this is probably a going second deck, it's actually a pretty relevant effect. When any other hero attacks, you can target a card on the field and destroy it, which is pretty cool. Then we got double the Shining. Since you're banishing heroes with Phoenix Blade, and with multiple Miracle Fusions, this guy can get over 4,000 attack each. And not to mention, while he does miss timing, he still is a floater, so if they kill him and they do it in a way where he doesn't miss timing, you can grab back 2 of your banished heroes, which that's, not only does it pay for itself, but it pays for itself +1. That's pretty nice. Nova Blaster, he's pretty much a shitty Divine Wind, but I couldn't think of anything else. And Absolute Zero, this card's awesome. Especially since you don't have to, like, try to find Mass Change to turn him into Acid. No, you can just link him away and Regeki their field. It doesn't matter. Then this one, if I was playing the, what's it called? The equip that steals from your opponent's grave, this would be much better. Because Miracle Fusion also works with the field, so you can take an Orcust out of the grave, banish it for Miracle Fusion. But I don't know about that. If you're playing, yeah, that's it. Autonomous Action Unit. If you're playing Autonomous Action Unit as one of your equips, I say you probably should play this one. Just for that interaction. Then we got Extra Hero Wonder Driver, Isolde, which is why we have the equips. Dread Decimator, generic Link 3 that takes a link. That's why I play it. Then we got Phoenix, Spoil Sword, OTK deck, Dweller for when you're forced to go first, and Tornado Dragon when you're forced against back row. So, that's it for the, quote, deck. Now, I'm going to just flash up a replay of what I'm doing right here. So, as you can see, I poly'd away a Shadow Mist and an Honest Neos. That made Sunriser. Sunriser was Chainlink 1 to guarantee the Miracle Fusion search, and, well, almost guarantee. Then Chainlink 2 is Shadow Mist to go get a search. And then that search Stratos. Stratos just, I'm going to use Stratos like 4 or 5 times this turn, which is insane. So I'm just going to flash through it, and you guys can see how this is going. Yep, there's another Stratos. That's 2. Then we're going to Phoenix Blade, and then we're going to DDR Stratos for 3. Oh, it might just be 3. I've done more than 3 before. But as you can see, just like Poly and like 2 random heroes just made that. And that's pretty cool. Obviously, it's much better going second. Like, I guess if you're going second, this could be Utopia Double in addition to all your just insane fusions you keep summoning over and over again. But yep, that's the theory behind this deck. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And remember, Master Dinnerflex will take your soul.